Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I want to talk this afternoon about something that happened. Doesn't matter who it is, but it does matter in what transpired. Folks, understand, if you build a building with me, whatever work I do, I'm responsible for. If you choose to contract with someone else who may have worked for me or may work on the job in a separate contract, I'm not responsible for that. I have a customer who thinks I'm responsible because he hired someone who worked for me and he didn't like the work and now he's blaming me. That is totally wrong, contractually speaking, legally speaking. And because he's not a contractor and I didn't know what he was doing, he doesn't like the work this person did. It's not the building he don't like, it's not my work he doesn't like. But he's mad at me because he hired someone who works as a subcontractor for me and he didn't stay there and tend to it. They don't do that to me. I'm very specific in my contracts. You can never do that. You cannot hire my subs on my job unless you come through me. Now, this was a separate job that had nothing to do with my contract. I completed my contract. He meets the finisher. He cuts a separate deal to do something else. Well, he didn't like how it turned out. Now, folks, understand, whoever you pay the money to, that's who's responsible. Okay? It's like this. I know a lot of people in the business. I can recommend them, but it doesn't mean that if they make them, the experiences I have with people are good. I can't guarantee anybody else's experience except mine. Okay? And frankly, what should happen here is you should always hire a licensed contractor. We don't really do the extra work you want to do, and we told him that. So he should have hired a licensed contractor, because my guys, all my subs, most of them, they work under my license because they're subcontractors. But you know what the problem is? Most people don't want to pay for that. They look at the money. They only look at the money. And because they only look at the money, they end up with things like that. I don't know what happened here, and frankly, it's none of my business because I wasn't part of the contract. I wasn't part of anything that happened. So, the reason I bring it up is I want y'all to understand, anything you do with anybody that I happen to know, happen to work for me, whatever, I'm not responsible for that. I'm only responsible for what I agreed to do for you in writing. So I hope this has helped you understand, and it's not just with me, that's with anybody. If if you're gonna hire subs just because, well, look, he did a pretty good job for me in my last job, I'm just telling you my experience. And if you choose to hire him, so be it, okay? But nobody can guarantee anybody's work except their own work, okay? I hope this makes sense to you. I hope this has helped you. Going forward, always be very careful of that, okay? Make sure that you understand that if you buy something from someone and then you sign a contract or make an agreement with someone else and the other party doesn't know, they're not responsible for that. But I wanted to address that today. Anytime there's an issue or problem, I always like to address it. And once again, if you have any calls, feel free to call me at 337-515-2154, which is my personal cell phone number, or you can go to 337-214-0428. Look, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate y'all coming on and watching us. I'll continue to do these presentations. We think they've been very helpful. I know the customers that we have that have come in are very excited about the fact they get to watch the different segments, and we'll continue to do that. So once again, thank you. Share it. Hey, have a nice day. Thank you.